Hello everyone, this is Billy. Welcome to Billy Home Creations. I want to thank you for joining me today, and I want to thank you all my new subscribers who saw my collaboration with Claire's Crafty Corner and decided to join my YouTube channel. Thank you so very much. You're so welcome to be here, and I appreciate it more than you know. So with that being said, and I usually don't like that term, but with that, I'll say today we're going to make some pumpkins. Now I have two pumpkin molds here. Now I got one from Let's Resin, pardon me, and one from Temu. And I'll be sure to list everything I use in my descriptions. However, if there's something I use in any of my videos that pertain to Temu, please ask me for the link, because it's rather difficult to pull up the links for Temu without it's a one big hassle is what it is, really. So I'll gladly find it for you and send it to you. All you need to do is ask. So now, pumpkins. I could just make these orange, but I'm not going to. We're going to do a special little filling. Who does not like candy corn? Oh my gosh, I love candy corn. Some people just don't like it, can't stand it, it's too sweet. I don't care, I like it. And I've put candy corn in some resins when I first started playing with resin. They turned out nice, but I did prepare them. I put polyurethane on them all. This time I'm not going to. This time I'm just going to submerge them in the resin and see how they fare, okay? But, so we're going to use a clear resin, and I'm going to use my Let's Resin resin. I've used it before in this mold, even though it's rather deep, and it seemed to have worked out fine. So, first of all, I'm going to use some micro powders, and I'm going to color the stems. And while I have the micas out, I want to show you a few more things. Remember this little mold? I put this on one of the pumpkins using clay that I made a few weeks ago, but this time I'm going to pour resin in. And I'm going to be using this evergreen from Resin. It's a beautiful green. This is a nice big bag, and they sent it to me as a extra purchase gift when I bought resin from them. Nice big bags, beautiful colors. So I'm going to be using my Resin evergreen, and I pulled out Resin paprika and sunflower and champagne and mocha. These are fall colors, and I'm thinking perhaps I'll have extra resin, which I normally do. Oh, and I have a soap shop resin too. Mica. This is my pearl. Anyway, I want to do another mushroom. Now, this is just the plain mushroom. It's not the mushroom house. But I want to be able to mica powder the lid of this mushroom. And I pulled out some orange glitter. This is like big glitter, little glitter, just a mix of glitter in orange. Also, I took out my squirrels. Now, this squirrel mold, you've seen me do it before, because I did do it on a previous mushroom. But I'm trying to think, did I use resin or did I use clay? I think I used resin, and I'm going to use resin again. So this is where the browns come in, but we're going to mix that in the resin itself. So first of all, I'm just going to get started, and all I want in the lid of the pumpkin is a green stem. So that should be easy enough. I'm just going to I've got a makeup brush with a brush on one end, spongy on the other, another soft makeup brush that works great for mica powder. So I'm just going to go ahead and dip into this green. My friend Linda, hi Linda, sent me some great containers for my mica powders, and I'll be able to get some of these out of the bag and into the containers, especially the small mica powder bags. They're a little bit tricky, especially if you have gloves on. So I'm just going to powder this in. It's a pretty green, But when it's in resin, it's a beautiful green. I mean, it gets darker. But just putting the mica inside the mold is all we're going to do for these. It'll come out very pretty. I think the last pumpkins I did, I used a brown for my stems, but this time we're going to go green, and there's a little area in there. Might have to swap sides and use the brush to get in that part. All right. I'll do the other one the same way. Get a little tape or a ear swab, earbud, a little alcohol, and clean up the edges. So I'll do that one, the other one off camera. In the meanwhile, let's go ahead and just do this lid. Now they've got rings around them, as you can see here. And once the resin is poured, it's going to be indented. So I'll be able to possibly go in there with an outline pen, maybe my Sharpie, a brown Sharpie, or I don't think I'll use a black Sharpie. Brown sounds better. But there's 6 different dots on this mold, and I'm going to, oh, there's a piece of static cling, something's flying in there. Get out. Gosh, I'm losing my train of thought already. I think I never did a video, but I still get nervous. I don't know why. I'm gonna get that. What that is? It's dry resin or something. Let's get that out of there. Okay. So let's do a green dot. Go in there, powder it up. You know, I watch Miss Frances, and she does a lot with micro powders, and she turns her mold inside out. Maybe I'll do that with this one. Get this one done, and we'll just go inside out. Might be a bit easier. She makes everything look easy. So let's see if I can do that without getting micro powder everywhere. I'm going to go over my trash can real quick. Get that out. There we go. Yes, all right. Well, I did get some there. We'll wipe it off. I stuck my finger in it. Of course, Billy. That's what you do. Stick your fingers in it. Set a piece of tissue here because I'll be getting it everywhere. Let's just do a little green. Let's see, a little light brown. It's a pretty color. Oh, we'll just go with this little one here since I have a whole bunch of mica powder. Let's do the little one. And let's do this pearl white before I get my brushes completely colored up. This is a pearl from the soap shop. Let's get a yellow. Let's do a big dot with the yellow. I'm not sure yet if I want to put the candy corn in the lid or the body. I'm thinking more so about doing it in the lid because there's more room. Ooh, that's pretty, isn't it? It's a nice yellow. See how well it turns out. Now, if these colors aren't very bright, I can always go back over the outside when it's cured by mixing my mica powder with some clear polyurethane. And that works out well too. I'm going to go ahead and do an orange. This is the Resin Paprika. It's very orange. And if I do the bottom of the mushroom in orange, this will be the color I'm going to use. But I'm not sure if the candy corns will fit in there very well. Something we're going to have to try while we're there. This goes such a long ways. I have more than I need. Almost looks peachy. And some molds hold your micropowder differently than others. I did discover that. So it just depends on the silicone that's used. And I've not made a mold yet. I have not made a mold. The thoughts of that scares me. One day I'll make a mold. I do have something that I would love to mold. It's a crow. It's a tall crow perching. I thought it would be awesome to have that crow in a resin mold so I can make them. We'll see what happens. There's the dark brown right there. Let's put a little bit. It's good for me. Okay, blow this off. Isn't too bad. My alcohol is right here. Now I can get that on just a small piece of tissue and wipe some of this off. Turning it right side out is going to be the tricky part, I'm thinking. Let's just see if I can't do a little cleanup here. That pulls it off nicely. And I can always go in with a Q-tip and clean it that way. So I'm going to finish this and we'll go into the other room and I'll mix up some resin. I'll be right with you. Okay, I'm back. I just sprayed a little alcohol in my molds here. I do have mold release, but I'm just going to go ahead and spray some alcohol in both pumpkins. I need my glove on. I mixed up 16 ounces of my Let's Resin 1-to-1 part, and I went through the bag of candy corn and I picked out 10 ounces of what looks pretty good, that isn't broken, or the tips aren't broke off, but they're in pretty good shape. And when I did these pumpkins before, they held 10 ounces of resin, and I did have a little bit of items put inside. I had leaves and flowers and things like that. So I went ahead and I just measured out 10 ounces of candy corn. And I'm going to go ahead and pour some of my clear resin over top and get them pretty much saturated. And then I'm just going to carefully place them inside the pumpkins. And I want you to know I wear my PPE when I mix resin, and my gloves, and I have my my air purifier right beside me, my Eden Pure. And in order to talk to you, I'm going to remove I've removed my ventilator, but please wear your PPE. So I'm just going to pour. And once I get some out of this big tub, that will eliminate possibly a flash cure. So see how far that will take me. Okay. So I guess we'll just fill it up. Now I could have stuffed them right in the pumpkin to begin with, but I think this once you have everything coated, it helps better with eliminating bubbles. So I'm just going to quickly start putting my candy corn inside. And we'll just, I can pull to one side, put some in, work our way around, and this is what I'll be doing for the next few minutes. Try to start off with an even coat on the bottom, and I'm going to fill these as much as I possibly can, and we'll see how much resin surfaces to the top. And this includes the pumpkin lids also. Now when I weighed my completed mushroom, that took almost 10 ounces of resin also. So whatever's left here, if any, of the candy corn, I'm going to put in the lid, I think, of the mushroom. We'll do it that way. But I do have another bag of candy corn if I must use it, so I'm going to hurry up and try to get all of these in. I have a 45-minute working time with this resin. I did not put it in the debubbler, so I'm just going to keep on going, and I'll be right back when I'm through. Shut that off. Okay, that was a bit of a chore. Gee, I had to dig into the second bag of candy. Now, I want to go ahead and top all of these off with clear, and I've got about 10 ounces left. I want to save 4 ounces for the body of the mushroom, because I do measure my projects after they're completely set, and that way I can get a weight. And I've been writing that down in a little logbook. It's working out pretty good. I might not have enough for the body. See, it's slowly coming up. I don't see too many bubbles at all. Let's let that one settle a second. And I've got resin all over. Pardon me, as you can see, I've got resin all over these molds on the outside. Sticky gloves. And I will put them on my leveling board when I'm through. This bubbles out. And I did end up using a spoon. That helped too. Try to get these in there. I don't want to get them on the bottom. That one's that one's sticking up a bit. Because if I put them on the bottom, they'll distort the bottom of this mold. That's a big bugger. Let's get that out. Put you in there. Okay. Let's see. Now before I fill it completely, since this is the bottom, let me get my alcohol on there. Just give it a squirt. Get some of these bubbles out. That one's going to be stubborn. Let's poke it. Let's just poke it. Got a bunch there. Get those out. That's a tip. It's going to be nice. It's full. It's quite full. Some glasses. Let me try to top this one off too. Might have just enough. Look how bright those candies turned out. The resin on top. As long as I get under the lips of the lid, and I'm out of view, aren't I? Let's bring them over. Bring them over a little bit. This one's sticking up some. just enough, I'm thinking. Might be able to do the green leaves, but let's, I want to get a little glitter in here. Now I'm just going to put the glitter on the bottom and see how, you know, it might not drop at all, but it may. If I do a little squiggly wigglies, Coating Steve in there. Let me be sure to wipe my gloves off because they are full of resin. And let's get this. This is Temu glitter. And actually, I'm going to pull this one out. It's not going to, it's just not going to set down right. Get rid of you. Those should be okay. Maybe not. Let's get rid of that too. I don't want them to stick out to where they're not covered with resin, that wall. I think we're good there. Alright, now I have a little spoon and I'm just going to sprinkle. Let's start over here. If I can just get a little on the top and then we'll swirl it around and see if it travels down. I'll try a little more than that. Give it a little something something, right? Mm-hmm. Now that should travel there. Let's try this one. Let's see what we have. I'm just going to take my little micro brush. See if this will go anywhere. Go down the sides just a little bit. See where you go. Just wants to stay on top. Like I said, this resin's getting pretty thick. I didn't time myself to see what time I started doing this, but it did take time trying to get these candy corns inside. And we'll suck some down. There we go, suck some down. Some of that glitter down. Maybe if I keep watching, it'll go. I could have sprayed it in, or sprinkled it between the layers too. That's what I could have done. Oh well, at least we'll have a pretty bottom, eh? If it doesn't go down. It might. Over the sides. Let's see what happens. That needs more resin. And that's not a bubble, I don't believe. Smear that in. Okay. Now, I'm looking at what's left. I have, 6 ounces left. Oh! I needed 4 for the mushroom. Let me just top these off. And when they get a little tacky, I'm going to move them over to my leveling board, and I'll be sure I watch for bubbles. I'm not going to put it on a heat mat or anything like that. Should be able to demold tomorrow. See what these look like. Just want to make sure it's under the rims. And I want the rim of that cap right to the top. Good. Very good, Billy. Let's just move those aside. And I'm gonna have to put a stick under this one because my countertop, I'm on the countertop now, and it tends to come in a ways. And I'll be sure to get these level. I'm repeating myself. Happens. Okay. And I'm gonna clean the edge of those molds off too. Let's make some orange with what's left. About 4 ounces. I'm going to grab, that's garbage, my orange paprika. And before I put it in all that resin, I'm just going to put it in, oh, that's a dirty little cup. Just going to put it in a little cup here. And we'll add resin to that and stir. I wanted a nice color. That looks like enough. My spoon, let's just dump a little in here. Swish it around. Stir it up. Stick. Pretty orange, isn't it? Bit of a shimmer. I've got it all over my counter there. Break it up, get the globs out. I'm going to go ahead and mix it in my big container. That's easy to clean. Let's get rid of the spin. And we'll just dump all that in. It's the closest orange I had to the candy corn. Oh, I wish I could eat caramel corn. Can't do it. Took care of my teeth all my life and had to get dentures anyway. That's a whole nother story. What a bummer. Stick's not getting it. Here. A little bit of a spatula. Raid your kitchen and get your little spatulas. They work. That's good enough. All right. Now, I only did it this way because I've seen others do it that way, and they seem to prefer to do it, either mix it with alcohol first or a little bit of resin first, and that looks pretty nice. That looks orange enough to me, really. Pretty shimmer to it, isn't it? Let's add some glitter. It's a little bit. And that should come through. And let's just pour. And let's see if we have enough. And I will demold tomorrow. It's late afternoon right now for me here. I've got to do some rehearsing today. I have 2 Halloween parties coming up. Well, when you see this, they'll be over. I'll have this out for you Sunday. Halloween is actually Tuesday, I believe, of next week, not tomorrow, the week after. Yeah, it's coming right up. Oh, please have enough, Billy. It's coming, it's coming. Oh, do we? Oh my goodness, if I scrape this, we'll have just enough. Wowzer. Yes. Look at that. Oh, that was calculating. I see the glitter. Make sure there's no bubbles at the very bottom. Could go around with my little skinny stick. Try to get to the bottom and just whip around there a little bit. Okay. I think that's beautiful. It's a really pretty orange, isn't it? All right, everyone. I won't keep you. I'll keep an eye on these for bubbles. I might actually mix up a little more resin and do our leaves and our squirrel. So that will be with the brown and the green. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I need some extra resin anyway to finish off another project. So have a great rest of your day. Take good care. We'll see you soon. Hi, everyone. I'm back. Everything is set up. I made extra green, a little more extra green than I needed, but I did have some molds to fill. Now I had these little stand molds, which I thought were bigger, but they'd be great for displaying like small things at a craft fair. I'm thinking possibly earrings or something like that. Anyway, I love the green, and they just set up like so. Hold a small photograph, something of that sort. So I did use that up. And look at these. I did have these little trees. I thought, why not? We're going into Christmas. Might need some trees or something. This is very delicate. Let's see if I can't. Oh, look at that. That's a nice tree. Let's put it over here. Look at that. That's pretty cool. The trunk is all textured. Nice. It's about 3 inches long. That'd be cool for a backdrop for a piece. Then I had these other trees. Look at here. I don't even remember getting these. But I'm assuming Temu. I have to stop. Ooh, that's a nice. Those are nice pine trees, evergreens. Oh, I'm full of ideas now. Full of ideas. Look at those. Those are nice. And they're not glossy. They're a satin finish, but if you put them under resin, you know, of course, they're going to be shiny. But those are really nice. I like those. Now, my main purpose in making the green was for these little leaves. Look at these. I like these. I tried these in clay once. Oh, those are nice. Translucent. They're very thin. Look at how thin those are. Very thin mold. I think if I want to bend them, I was going to try to watch out and possibly bend these because I want them on the pumpkins. But I'm sure if I heat them up with the heat gun, we'll be able to do that. Look at this tiny little bugger. It's just, look how sweet. Look at that. Cute. Very cute. Lots of them. Lots of them. Pretty. They almost look like pumpkin leaves, I guess. But those are nice. That's a cute little mold. Ooh, that one's smaller yet. Look at these tiny buggers. Nice. That's a nice little set. Okay, put those aside. Clean up my molds. Now, what should we do first? Should we do let's do the mushroom. Now, I brought I overspilled a little bit because by the time, that's pretty hard. Okay. My gloves were a mess by the time I got all those candy corns in. And this is really stuck on there. Can't even break the seal yet. It's good on the fingernails. This is why I don't have nice nails. Just if I'm not doing this, I'm out in the shop doing something with wood. Okay, let's get that open. A few tiny bubbles. And I did use the Let's Resin 1-to-1 ratio resin, the regular resin. I really like it. It's a good resin. Let's get some alcohol in there. I just love all these little jars. Massage the mold. Get that down in there. I hope I don't distort this. It feels pretty tough. It's been 24 hours plus. Let's get my nail in there. See if I can't do this without ripping the mold. Okay. I'm going to put some more in just to be sure. Some people use soapy water. I don't think I want to deal with that kind of a mess actually with soapy water. Now, I'm just sand that bottom. There we go. And hope I don't bend the rim if it's soft. Hope it's not soft. It's not soft. Ooh. Look at me. I'm starting to like orange. I guess. 'Tis the season. There we go. Come on. Nice bowl. There we go. Look at the glitter. It's at the bottom and it did come to the top rim here. A little rough right there. A little bit of a sand and you'll barely feel that, but this has to come down. Okay. Move back to where the way it goes. Over to the side here because I've got a trash can. Okay, there. Let's see what the lid looks like. Oh, I know. I tried to hit these bubbles again when it was already too hard. This is our lid. The candy corn came out nice. Let's get a little alcohol in there. That's a sharp edge too, so you have to be very careful. That's sharp. But you need that. You need this rim there so that sets in the jar so it won't come undone. Okay, here we go. Candy corn, here we come. Ta-da! Ooh. Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Ooh. Turned out nice. That's real nice. This color, yellow, didn't turn out that bright. I think I'll take a Sharpie and just outline those. If I can get a brown one to work. A few little bubbles in there. Very tiny bubbles, but there's some bigger ones. That's a hole right there. I'm going to have to sand this bottom a little bit. Get the rough edge off. Possibly put a little UV resin down here, but I've got a bit of overflow right there. We'll come back to that, but it will fit. It will fit. That's cute. Oh, we forgot something. Ta-da! The squirrels. I was thinking about possibly putting the squirrels on that one. Because I did one before with the squirrels on the side of a mushroom jar. There's the log. And I sold it. The little squirrels there. How cute is that? I added a little gold and yellow mica powder there. Doesn't show up real well. This is matte, of course. Those are cute squirrels. Sitting on the log. Sitting on the log. And here's a big acorn. Right there. I love that acorn. I think I have another one I made. And this is the pine cone. That's cool. A few bubbles in there. It was getting thick. So I'm not sure what I'll do with those. Ooh, we could make a forest scene with the little trees. I don't know that I'll put them on the pumpkin. I think I'll leave, the pumpkin, the mushroom. I think I'll leave that as it is. After I trim it down. We'll have to see. Okay, let's keep going. Let's get a pumpkin. Here's the lid. Nothing fancy, just candy corn and green mica in the stem. Come on, you. Oh, there we go. I like those. We can put a couple of leaves. Don't need too many, eh? Just glue those down in threes. I thought about, and I should have, when these were setting up, I thought about putting a little piece of wire in there. So when you took them out, you could actually, tie them together with wire. But we'll see. See how that goes. Let's get the other lid out. The candy corns look great. There we go. Come on. There. It's a nice color on the stem. Now, I brushed those micas on. Same color. Isn't that something? This is brushed on. This is mixed in the resin. Two different greens, but very pretty. Both of them are very pretty. All right, here we go. This could be tricky. These are big. These are heavy. Like I said, I made such a mess trying to get the candy corn in here. Clean these molds real good. You know what I use to clean my molds? I think I may have told you. I use strapping tape, shipping tape, packaging tape. Pulls all that fine resin off your molds. Works pretty good. All right. Oh, these are going to be nice. I think they'll come out better than that, easier than that doll in the sphere did. Here we go. Just like that. Oh, nice. And see, that's regular resin. And it's a deep mold, but it's not extra deep. The sides are wide. Oh, that's pretty. That came out really nice. I'm getting that all over. That's for my mold. Let me get a little alcohol because I'm getting it from my hands to the pumpkin. Get that off of there. We don't want that on there. Nice. Very nice. Nice and clear. The glitter didn't travel too much. Didn't expect it to. So, I'll go ahead and demold the other one. I'm going to let these set overnight. It's nighttime here. It's about bedtime. And I'll come back and decorate these tomorrow after I sand down the sharp edges. Okay, there you have it. Let me raise you up a little bit. Hold on. Manual. Oh God, it's going to jerk. I know it. I need some WD-40. That's a little better. There's our pumpkin. There's a mushroom. Oh, cute. Okay, I'm getting ready for Thanksgiving. See you in the morning, everyone. Have a great night. Talk to you then. Bye. Hi, I'm back and ready to finish these beautiful candy corn jars. I love how they turned out. I love the clear resin. This is my Let's Resin 1-to-1. Let's Resin. Anyway, pardon me. All right, I was looking at the mushroom jar, and I think, you know, I mentioned we could possibly darken these up if I would mix some mica powders with the polyurethane and paint them on, but I really don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to leave this pretty subtle, and it's cute enough as it is, just plain. It's funny that these candy corns look huge. They really got magnetized in there. But what I'm going to do is I just, I went around a couple, just took my Sharpie, orange fine tip, or this is extra fine tip Sharpie, and I'm just going to, I think I did this one already, and just subtly go around these spots, just to bring them out just a hair, nothing too bold. And I'm going to leave the squirrels off too. I think I like this just the way it is, plain and simple. And that just brings out a little bit of the dots. So I did that. I guess I did those already. Here's one. I hadn't done this one. The green. It's quite a difference in the green when you, you know, just paint it on dry versus putting it in resin. For instance, oh, the little stands turned out pretty cool. But there's the green in the resin. There's the green painted on the mold. But they're both lovely. So this is the last one. Just a little bit of orange on there. Brings it out just a little. So I'm going to call our little candy corn mushroom done. Love it. Okay, pumpkin time. Now, I discovered that I had one of these candle heat plates. You know, you just put your candle on it. Cozy up warmer. And I thought, well, maybe it gets pretty warm. Oh, I forgot to turn it on. Oh, I'm not plugged in. Well, Jesus. All right, Bill. I thought you had a handle on it. Nope, didn't. All right, it's plugged in. Shouldn't take long. But I discovered that these little pieces I can soften up just by setting it on here for a minute, once it's warm, of course. So while that's heating up, let me show you what I've done. I have some green wire here. It's a light green wire. I don't know the gauge. It's about 18 inches long. That makes no mind, I don't think. But I'm just going to take, I have an awl here or something thin. You know, a paintbrush or something thin like this, like a dowel. And I'm just going to save a little tail, about 1/2 inch. I'm just going to wrap this. Just going to wrap this around here. This wire has a coating on it. It's like a plastic coating. And this is just a scrap I've had for some time. And it'll work. So I'm just going to, might as well see how long this gets if I use it all. Just make it look like a spring. Don't jab yourself because I almost did. Almost did it. All right. So there we go. This end piece right here, I take my little pliers I've got a shadow in here tonight. I'm sorry about that. Take my little... Let me cut that off because the wire's not all the way to the end. Cut that little rubber piece off. And I'm just going to curl this into itself so it's not jabby. Like that. So it's not jabbing me or anybody else. So, there we go. That's a little long. Maybe it's too long. Just spread it out a little bit. And we're going to have it sort of on our pumpkin, but I don't need it that long. Let me cut a piece off. Darn it. Oh. All right. Now, if I can flatten this a little bit. So what I found, oh, that's nice and hot. So now I can bend these leaves. There's not much of a contour or curve to this lid, but that's helpful. I'm sure I can use that in a lot of different ways to bend your... Look at that. You can bend it pretty good once it heats up. All right, so I'm going to get my E6000, because I already did the other pumpkin. I'll show you. Got my E6000 here. Just a little dab. Move that out of the way. I've got that. And I'm going to take this flat edge of this wire, put it on the back. See, I could have done this when the resin was setting up, but I didn't. And I'm just going to glue, put a nice helping of my E6000 on here, under and over that piece of wire. I don't want it to ooze out, but if it does, the E6000 is great. You can just peel it right off if you ooze out. Where super glue, if it oozes out, it makes a mark on your resin and it won't go away. So, a little on the sides. And all we're going to do is stick this down in there. Now, I had to hold it a little bit. If it starts to pop up a little, just take some tape. Just take a little tape and tape that down till it sets up. And see, there's where I ooze some. Oh no, oh, that's the wire. The wire shifted. I don't want it showing. Hide it. There, okay, there we go. It's hidden. No, it's wanting to slide out. Get rid of that. Go. Is it still there? Or is that glue? That's glue. All right, there it is. You stay put. Then I just took 5 of these little... Oh shoot, did I almost break that? Oh, I folded it almost. I cracked it. But you know what? We'll never know. It's our secret. Let's get a little glue on there. I bent it too hard. I could shut this off now. Yeah, you know, I had a little wax melting, or not wax, hot glue melting little pot. I had it once a long time ago. Don't know where it is. I'm clueless. Have no idea where it went. So I was looking for that today. Then I came across this little candle holder or candle warmer. Thought, well, that'll work. So I'm keeping this out. So it'll be pretty handy. And I'm just going to use 5 of these little leaves. There was 10 in the mold. So cute. I think, let's see. Just work our way down to the small one. want this out of the way. Let me wrap this a little bit. It's pretty long, this one. Just kind of wrap it up. You could glue that if you wanted, but now I'm pulling it out of place. Like that. Just like that. Now, the wire's not hiding like I want it to. You know, the first one I did was so simple. I didn't want to spare you the nonsense. But here it is in its glory. There it is. Okay. 2 more tiny, tiny ones. These would be cute little post earrings, too. Especially for little girls. And we'll just a little something, something to add to this. Oh, so cute. So cute. Okay. Yes. There we are. See, if I was to put the squirrels on there, on the mushroom, I could heat them up, and it would be great just to mold them around the body. There you are. Oh, no, you're not. Well, you are here. Yes, you are. I'm not. I'm all screwed up today. I missed Miss Wanda's. Oh, Miss Wanda. Here's my shout out to Miss Wanda's Blessed Creations. I missed your live today. I'm sorry. I was outside trying to get all the cats in for the night. So I missed her live. So I'm sorry. We'll catch you next week, but I'll rewatch it. All right. I have some Rub and Buff here. This is the Antique Gold. And I just put a little on my finger. It's rather watery, so dab a little bit off on a paper towel. And because I'm just going to dab a little on those leaves. Give a little extra something, something. A little extra shine. They're so cute. There. A little more. This will go forever. Can't get up close to that wire. I could put some on a Q-tip. Get it right up in there. But I'm going to cut that wire down. It's a little too much. I'll wait till it dries on. Goodness sakes, Bill. Anyway, there we go. There we go. We have our pumpkins. I'll take some stills, and these little lights fit in there. I'm going to use the other one. So here's the other one. This one's all dry. And we can put the little light in here. And since it's clear, it will glow a little bit. I'll take a picture of it sitting on a counter and glowing with our mushroom. And hope you enjoyed this video, everyone. It was rather simple, but I hope you liked it. Thanks for watching. Take good care. I will try to dream up something special for next week. And please like, subscribe, share with your friends. Take good care. Big hugs. Bye.